Alrighty, what is up, fellows? We are here. What's up, Snarky? Another early morning. Figured I'd go live a little bit early just to kind of get everything situated. What's going on, Yamcha? Welcome, welcome. Zenatra? What's going on, Harrigan? Pascal, Viper, what's up, dudes? What's going on, Jack? I'm excited. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I didn't go to sleep until like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours ago. So I don't have much sleep, but I'll just go to bed after. Like I'll just take a nap or something like that after I get done making the recap video later on this morning. But should be a fun time. I feel like live streams are normally at least a little interesting, and I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be a 600 banner or if it's going to be a festival. I'm leaning towards 600, even though it's a live stream, which might be a little odd, but we'll see. They've done it before. Back and I'm still at work on what's going on, Flip? New character release? Yeah, I figured there'll be a new character for sure, but I just assume they're going to be going over Catastrophe Chapter 2 and going over who the character is or whatever. Kind of odd. Not really sure why this is live streaming. Like, unless it is something big. Like, maybe it'll be a festival or something, but I'm kind of leaning towards not a festival. Ready to be proved wrong, letting them cook? Okay. New live about the catastrophes. I thought it was a collab. No, definitely not a collab right yet. I think they typically do a collab towards the end of August. I don't know why. Oh, I think people were saying that Nagato was kind of hyping up a collab maybe, but it's not really for this time slot yet. So it's maybe next, or well, maybe like technically like 2 months from now, because it's not at the end of the July update. It's typically like right towards the end of August, typically. But yeah, I mean, you never really know with Netmarble either, so didn't say that it was going to be a festival or not. Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of up in the air. I feel like they would have said that it was going to be a festival in the post, but I could be wrong. We'll see. I don't really expect it to be. How low are your expectations? I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. I'm kind of hoping, like, at the least, the unit has, like, a Unity going on and is at least decent, because my expectations are kind of medium, because the last time we got a Catastrophe chapter was when Crazy Roxy originally came out, and Crazy Roxy was really good, and she's still, like, probably one of my favorite characters. As far as, like, you know, I get, like, tons of PvE use out of her. I know that's not, like, the craziest, but, I mean, her Unity is good. I didn't 6-6 it for a while, so I wasn't necessarily able to get the most use out of it in PvP, but she's a pretty good character, and, I mean, maybe if they could do that again, that'd be cool. Surely catastrophes will be meta this time for sure, right? Yeah, I don't know about any of that, to be honest. I have actually invested into the new Shin a little bit because I use him for Guild Wars and everything. And catastrophes are a decently relevant team in Guild Wars. They're not like fantastic because if they get out CC, they just fall apart. But I'm sure you can tell from Heroes Arena they're not doing great. But not too sure who you guessing it's going to be. I think Sabnak is probably my best guess, which is the green armored, like, Lilia looking character with the white hair. But I don't know if it would be her or if they would go back to another, like, actual catastrophe, because we got the blue Camilla. I mean, it wasn't recently, but we got the blue Camilla, who is Knighthood boss character, and then we got the blue Shin as well, and he was more recent, but I know a lot of people originally wanted a like an awakened Shin, so I have no idea really who to expect, because catastrophes could be kind of anything. They could either go with a new character that they showed off, or like they kind of hinted at or something like that in the last chapter, or what, because we also got Valenti this year with her being a Ratatasker unit. Maybe they could do another Lilia, but Lilia's already got 4 units. Easton's already got Easton's got like 6 units, I think. She's got a ton. Nah, maybe not 6. She's definitely got 5. I think she's got 5. It's we'll have to see. 30% optimism. Maybe they add another character for Ratatasker. I kind of want another character for Ratatasker. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like even though I can beat it pretty consistently now, like just adding another unit to make it that much easier would be great. Just to be able to get things over with a little bit faster. But then again, they did talk about it in the dev notes, saying that they were going to be adding 3 times speed for Demonic Beasts and some of the other longer game modes. So maybe they're not going to worry about adding another unit yet. We could even still use like a card set for that Ratatasker boss. We could use a Holy Relic even on like an existing character, which would be kind of nice. But I don't know. There's a couple of different things that they could kind of do with Ratatasker for now, but I don't really expect it to be a character for it. But maybe. Chapter 2 got to have voice acting this time, right? In the dev notes, they said that Chapter 3, I think, will definitely have voice acting, and they plan to go back and add voice acting to the previous chapters, which is a little unfortunate just because if you've already beat Chapter 1 and this update comes out and you're running through Chapter 2 to get the rewards whenever it first comes out, then I don't really expect people to want to go back and play it again to hear the voice acting. So it'll technically just be for like newer players who get to it late or whatever. But yeah, they're planning on adding voice acting like going forward. Just I don't think they're doing it just yet. Like this update probably won't have it. Hey, what's going on, Carlo? Thank you for becoming a member, my man. Quality of life alone keeps them high. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Honestly, like quality of life updates and stuff that they've been doing have been really nice. They're not normally like groundbreaking updates or anything like that, but you know, I like quality of life stuff just as much as like big content updates and stuff as well, just because it helps kind of like improve the overall feel of the game. The fact that we haven't had a chapter since the OG Blue Roxy is ridiculous. It has been like many months. I'm really surprised that they waited this long to get to another one, but I think that they were like really trying to focus on getting the actual Seven Deadly Sins storyline done, working their way up to starting the Four Knights content, so that way they could kind of get that on track. Because I think originally they had planned to have Four Knights start at the end or the beginning of the year, because they were saying like, oh, we're gonna have this done and try to get into Four Knights by 2024, and that obviously did not go to plan. So who knows? Last month of being a member, so I want to end it off with that. Nice, I appreciate that, man. Much appreciated. Forgetting LR Wild leaks. I don't actually think that was like a leak, personally. I don't know. We'll see. What's going on, Amina? Welcome. Cleaning my figures right now. Nice. What kind of figures do you have? Betting Baldur will be a unit. I actually really liked Baldur when they showed him off in the storyline, but I guess we'll have to wait for the next whatchamacallit, the next Ragnarok chapter to even see Baldur, or I don't know if he would even become the unit or anything like that just yet. Baldur will probably be the next Ragnarok unit. If I had to guess, that is probably a pretty safe bet. Collect Endeavor. I'm not familiar with Endeavor actually. It's waifu time. Possibly there. Shin is the only guy from the 7 catastrophes, so your bet on it being a waifu is probably pretty accurate. But then Shin's a cool guy too. Shin the biggest waifu, exactly. Why would we be getting an LR for a free character, especially for Wild? That leak must have been fake. Yeah, I think it was just like a bug or something like that happened, because like they haven't done any character that's like super super new. The I think the newest character they've done for an LR was Margaret. So I mean, there's so many other characters that still need them. They have kind of been on a commandment kick lately as far as like choosing LRs go, which I think I'm okay if they get away from that for the moment, just because demons could use maybe a little bit of support, but Gallon sucked, and until he gets a holy relic that could potentially fix him, who knows? Probably not. I kind of doubt he'll be like usable in like a wide circumstance for a while. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping like if they do a commandment, it'll be Droll, just so that way it'll be like a little bit of commandment support. Some of the older demons still have like broad demon or commandment sort of like in their passive, and then I would love to see a giant team actually become a thing, but that's wishful thinking. I don't actually think that the giants get enough support in general. So Heimdall or Balder. Heimdall is actually pretty interesting as well. I don't know too much about him. I know really likes Heimdall, or maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I remember seeing him maybe talk about him a little bit or something. Maybe we get a good working Camilla. Honestly, an awakened Camilla would be pretty sick. I think that would be kind of nice because she's also an unknown character. And if they tried to like buff unknowns a little bit right now, I mean, I know we have whatchamacallit. Oh, I hate when it does this. This left side is not synced up whenever I go into full screen for some reason. Every time I go into full screen for the first time, the left side doesn't show up for some reason. But yeah, if Camilla, because she's an unknown character, I know we just got Vitoria and everything with the collab, but maybe we could get some unknown support with a Camilla or something, but don't know for sure about that because I assume they'll try to probably do a Catastrophe character as a Catastrophe booster or something like that, like actually help out the Catastrophe specifically. So just need to release Ragnarok Giant Twins. Honestly, the Giant Twins are cool. What is it? Gelba and Grebe? I can't remember if Gelba's right. I know Grebe is correct, but I can't remember the other name. They're pretty cool, though. I do like them a lot. And, I mean, that is giant support, so I would be 100% okay with that. Grey Road. I think Grey Road is just a... I think the time for Grey Road has probably passed. It's funny that he's in... Or she... Grey Road is in the Idol game, and so is Narrowbasta and some of the other characters that we don't have in Grand Cross. But it's weird that they got him before Grand Cross did. Hope it's a really good unit, because till now it wasn't a big thing when a Catastrophe comes out. And yes, please, Camilla. Yeah, I think Catastrophes are not super hype most of the time, and they tend to be not very great. So, I mean, I'd be okay if they were a good character. Obviously, I think a lot of people really want to skip right now because, you know, we've had several really good banners in a row. I mean, minus Chandler, of course, but I don't know. I'm interested to see. I've got medium expectations. I'm not going to get my hopes up because I don't expect it to be good, but I'm hoping so. Just out of the pure fact that I would like to actually see the Catastrophes do something. Grey Roads, they them? Okay, gotcha. Need an Awakened Shin, that would be a big W. I don't know that we'll get an Awakened Shin just for the fact that we've already gotten like a Shin, like somewhat recently, but I mean, I guess that doesn't really mean much. Like, it's a possibility. But the new Shin, like, as much as people meme that, like, he's terrible, like, he's actually not bad. He's a decent unit. He lowers enemy defense related. He buffs basic stats for humans, which is really good, actually. He himself is not very good. Okay, this background 100% looks like it's going to be Sabnak. Catastrophe equals Booba. Yeah, probably. Got the hawk up in the right? All right. Let's see this. What do you think the odds that we get a Supreme Deity unit for Goddesses? Probably very slim. I mean, we did get a Demon King, but it was because he like takes over a body or something like that. I don't think the goddess or the supreme deity has ever had like a character sized like appearance in anything, and the only time you even see her is in the second movie, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. I don't even know if they'll end up getting around to doing that second movie anyway. What's the best time to get costumes? Is there a 20 gems per thing still on, or is that always 30 gems and I should buy it whenever? So they typically do two costume sales a year. One of them's like towards the very end of the year, and so I don't know typically when the other one is. It's kind of just random a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Maybe they do have like a schedule for that, but they haven't done one in a while because typically it's at the end of the year. So there might be one coming up sometime soonish, but I'm not too sure on that actually. Typically, like I don't wait for sales too often, but then again, I do invest a lot of my characters already. So I mean, if you really need costumes for like a specific character, like to make sure that they're like good to go, I would probably just buy them for like one unit. But if you're going to invest into like a whole team or something like that, yeah, maybe wait. Just need to release a tankier unit so that way they aren't one shot. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is like the Shin is an old Shin. Shin is old in general, and they used another base Shin who's using bad stats, and so like his kit is pretty good, but he is very squishy. Ragnarok Fest over Catastrophe Fest. I actually do like the Ragnarok stuff better, but I also don't think that this is going to be a festival. Just a hunch. She appears in flashbacks briefly when we see Liz and Melly get punished by parents. Yeah, exactly. But that's like the only time you really see much of her. Like just like small little glimpses in the main story. The only time you actually see her do anything really is in that second movie. Yeah, I see Supreme Deity is and see One Eye. I don't consider him to be unit worthy. I don't know. I don't know what the Supreme Deity is going to do yet, if anything. Is it a Summerfest? I heard the 900 banner. I don't know if it's going to be a festival at all yet, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be. I know a lot of people are thinking that the whatchamacallit, seasonal banners are starting being festivals because of Gother, but I don't think they're all going to be festivals. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Still don't have Blue Awaken Roxy. Oh, really? She's actually pretty nice to have, so that's unfortunate. No, I'm not translating all of this. These are typically just random, just stupid things that they talk about, like not even anything worth translating. Could come up with to save goddesses. We've yet to get Narabasta. I know Narabasta would be the easy choice too. They could just make her. They don't even have to do anything fancy with her. Just make her like a backline unit that does stat buffing and stuff like that. Throw her in the back, and then easy peasy. Shin could transform in a Fury. That would be I would want him. Honestly, Shin is pretty cool. I think an Awakened Shin could be very interesting. Nah, you're still too early, Jay. There's nothing happened, or JZ. Nothing happened yet. Ariel LR Sariel could be crazy. Yeah, I would say the goddesses already have 2 LRs, but the demons get tons of LRs so far. So I would be okay with that. Red Sariel is a pretty cool character too. So I thought he was going to be the original LR when Margaret got it, but they did Margaret instead. I have that. The vinyl. I have that. It's such a cool vinyl too. I wish they would have sent me that Hawk plushie. That would have been sick. I've always wanted that Hawk plushie. The green screen is like cutting out some of the stuff in this. Yeah. That little booklet thing's cool. I want the Hawk plushie. I know, me too. It's really big too. They just need to vacuum seal that thing up and then send it to me. Hope it's not LR Wild like the leaks. I don't think that's going to come to fruition. I don't think LR Hawk or LR Wild is going to be a thing. At least not for like a long time. And I don't really expect him to get one at all, to be honest. Is this fest coming for the July festival, or are we going to get the end of July festival? And it's not this. I don't think we typically have a festival in July, do we? Like, am I wrong? Like, I know they're like, there's a lot of rumors, I guess, about them just adding seasonal festivals or whatever, but I don't know how often that's going to be. And we just got out of the LR Escanor festival, so I would be kind of surprised if anything like really big came out up until the next collab at the end of August, but I could be wrong. Wasn't Demon King in July? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me pull up the stuff real quick. Global schedule. July. There wasn't a festival in July. Okay, at the beginning of August in 2022, Berserk Estarossa came out. And then it's right at the beginning of August that they typically do one because Demon King did come out in 2023 at the beginning of August. So you are correct. So probably nothing yet. I wouldn't think, unless they're just, I don't know. I mean, I guess with UR Gother they kind of did like back to back as well, but we'll see. Because if they did a festival in the next time slot, like it would literally be like back to back to back festivals. Because if they're going to do one at the beginning of July, or not July, the beginning of August as well, it seems like a bit much, but I guess they just yapping now. I swear. Oh, I mean, these live streams that they do. They just sit here and chat for quite a while. So I would not get your hopes up. They show stuff it takes them a bit to get into the reveal stuff on the JP streams most of the time. What's going on, Iku? They look so uncomfortable. Do they? I think they look fine. Maybe playing solo leveling as well now. Two gotchas is too much. Yeah, I personally don't like playing more than one gotcha, but there's a lot of people that do it. Next LR should be King or Deanne. Maybe. I don't know if they'll go back to a Sins or not. I honestly don't think Sins need it right now either, because if the Sins have they're so good right now. Like the demons are in the best position at the moment, and then unknowns could use a little bit of support. Goddesses need a little bit of support. I don't know. Grand Cross stream yappers, politicians. I guess so. Yeah, I'd probably rather listen to them yap. I'd take an LRDN. I'm not sure I'd want a king. I still have PTSD from the OG Fairy King with Helbram and King back in the day. God, it's been a while, man. You got to let that go. That was a devastating meta. That was a really annoying meta. Aren't they switching to 4 Knights of the Apocalypse units? Yeah, possibly. I don't know too much about what their plan is just yet, but we shall see. Okay, what am I looking at? Eight 765. Everything here is a festival except for Nanashi. Liz is a seasonal. Nalphami's a collab, and this New Year's King is technically a seasonal as well. Gelda's not a season or a festival as well. Or well, she's a collab also. I don't know what this is. Is this like top picked units or something? Maybe. I feel like if Liz is here and Margaret's here, why like my never mind. I'm dumb. Mael's right there. I don't know what this is. What's going on, Laura? Best characters in the game. That's kind of what I'm assuming as well, like pick rates or something. Don't I don't quite understand. Valentine's D Deanne in the 9 category. Let's go. Deanne getting representation. Let's go. I like that Deanne a lot. I think it's for the tournament, like which people used which units the most. I was kind of thinking that, but did people use Valentine's Deanne at all? I don't remember. Why collabs in there? That's kind of what I assume it's like pick rates or something for maybe the tournament or something. It's top best units. Why Escanor's in 8th place? I don't necessarily. I think the higher the number, the better, right? I would assume. Not too sure. Number of times they were used in the tourney. Oh, okay. So that makes more sense then. I haven't watched it, so I don't even know. There you go. Yeah, it was actually really fun. I liked it. The tournament was kind of fun. Best teams of 2024. I would maybe. Okay. Yeah. This has got to be tournament stuff, right? Because they're talking about how many times they were banned. Oh, come on. Show me the Escanor ban. Because I think Gother was on most Escanor teams. So him having 11 bans is pretty telling. Not see Deanne often. Yeah, I don't see her very often either. But I think she was on some of the tournament teams as like a filler unit for, because they split, most of the tournament people split their UR Meliodas and their Escanors apart, so that way they both wouldn't get banned in one team. So I think the Sids team that they were using had the Deanne on it. Got 5 out of 7 on predictions. Nice. I did too, I think. So that's good. Wonder what the other 2 numbers are though. Like uses, or because I do think Arthur got used quite a bit, so maybe when they're going to show the new unit, there is no telling. Should be hopefully soon because we're 15 minutes in already, but I don't know. After much blah blah, that is definitely true. Life getting so busy, my grand cross playtime decreased by so much. That's unfortunate. It happens, though. Life does get busy. Pissed I didn't get Arthur. Arthur is really, really nice, honestly. 2024, amazing. 2024 has been pretty good. Fest Gother going to be on banner? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Because I don't think this is going to be a festival. And even if it was, I guess it would just depend. Because Gother is like relatively new. I don't know that he would be returning just yet, but maybe. Because has Arthur even returned on a banner yet? So I would assume Arthur would probably return before Gother would. Just woke up. What's happening so far? Nothing yet, really. They're just kind of talking a lot. Wonder when Gelda will come back. Honestly, they do need to bring Gelda back. She has not returned yet, and didn't she come out like at the beginning of the year, or she came out right after Arthur? So it has been a little while. Every Arthur and PvP would combine their cards. I do see card combining quite a bit. Arthur's so good, I don't even care what commandment Melee has. Yeah, I mean, as long as you like see what commandment they're using, I mean, you can still play around it for sure. I'm bad to not check sometimes, but got Gother in 30 free tickets. Glad that happened and didn't need to summon for him. Yeah, honestly, he's a really like nice character to have. He's like a very like luxury unit, but I definitely don't think he was like really going out of your way to summon at the time because it was such a jam-packed like roster whenever he came out, and like people were just getting out of the Arthur Festival and Gelda and everything. It was just all over the place. Did I miss a unit? Nah, they haven't shown it yet. Regret skipping Arthur. He is really nice to have. I think that's why I see a lot more people using the UR Sins team, is because Melee was like a must summon. They probably were still kind of like on cooldown whenever Arthur came out, so they didn't summon for Arthur. And then maybe they summoned for whatchamacallit? Maybe they summoned for UR Gother after that, or maybe even Gelda. And then at that point you have Melee, Gother, and then you just summoned for Escanor, so then you're going to do that. Like you're just going to have the UR Sins team a little bit more padded out maybe, because I do see UR Sins teams a lot. I did see, I recorded a video with Chandler yesterday, and I did see quite a few human teams, but that was definitely like out of the ordinary. Like I don't see human teams nearly as much. What are they doing? I mean, this is pretty typical. You just got to get used to it. They talk for a while, and then they show some stuff off. Would Bond become an LR unit? I would switch to human main immediately because of Gother. I don't know. I don't think that Bond would get an LR. Or maybe they could LRA Bond at some, like, I don't know which one that they would pick. But it's a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. See more humans and sins, personally. That's interesting. I mean, I definitely only have experience with like the higher bracket or whatever, and I guess because like UR team has like a ton of CC, and it's really easy to just like rank up turn 1 double attack with Escanor, and then like just get a pretty quick and easy kill most of the time. I feel like I see that team a lot more in the higher brackets because people have like really high CC and stuff like that. Brawler Bond for LR back unit, maybe? That could be interesting. LR and all the commandments at the moment, so it's most likely going to be another older demon. I'm kind of hoping for Droll at the best, just because like he's still a commandment, but I don't think demons really need like too much support. They're not in the best spot right now, so I mean maybe, but we'll have to see. Is it rare to get 3 festivals in one pull? Yeah, I would say so. That's some crazy good luck. My girl. That is Sabnak, 100,000%. All right, it's Sabnak. Infect really cucks Percival and Arthur team with Gelda and DK. Yeah, the Percival like eating up the AoEs and stuff like that is pretty interesting. I do think that you're right though. Infects definitely shut that down a bit. Summer Festival logo. I don't think it's like a... I don't know if it's a festival. I don't think it is. Maybe. 150 gems, though, and 30 free tickets. Maybe it is a festival. That definitely seems a little bit more on the gracious side. And if it's a 600 banner giving us 30 tickets, I mean, that's not like crazy good, but that's something. Who's on the ticket? That's Sabnak. It's the like green armored... I don't think the armor is actually green. It's like black armor with like green highlights, and she's got like white hair. I'm sure, I would imagine the other Greg Cross streamers probably have her in the thumbnail. I just didn't. I ended up staying up too late and just didn't end up making a thumbnail last night. But looking respectfully. Just got 2 Mael and 1 Liz and 1 pull yesterday. That's awesome, honestly. I only pulled 1 Mael out of all of the summons that I did for Escanor, and I didn't pull any Liz, so that's actually really, really good to hear. Another 10 tickets. These are the special missions. The fact that they're special missions makes me think that it is a festival, but I still don't know. It's definitely leaning more towards a festival. The fact that we're getting UR pendants as well could mean that it's a UR character. But then again, you need UR pendants as well for regular stuff too. Okay. They're bringing back the Hawk's Minecart event. This one's actually pretty decent. Why black tickets? They're trying to trying to hide who the character is because the character's on the ticket, but from the outline, I can already tell that it's Sapnak. 100% Fest. It definitely looks like it. I didn't think it was going to be, but it's definitely leaning that way. Got 4-6 Escanor 900, but no DK Melee. That's unfortunate. I know a lot of people were looking for DK Melee too. Oh, they're bringing back Artifact Card Wish event. Okay. Nothing crazy. Ragnarok Festival. No. This is definitely Catastrophes. They wouldn't do a fest right after Annie, right? Not too sure. Her outfits are going to be ridiculously revealing. Most likely. If it's anything like Lilia has some pretty risque outfits as well. But I don't know. I do like, that's one of the things I like about new characters the most is like seeing what kind of cool, interesting outfits they end up giving them. So I'm interested. Keeping secrets from us, yeah. 7 Catastrophes Festival. I don't know. It's kind of looking that way. Free SSR cards, yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I think of when I look at this event right here. Really need to buff Tyr or give him a relic. Tyr has kind of fallen off a little bit. He's still good, but yeah, I think he might end up getting a relic maybe sometime in the near-ish future. Got everyone on Escanor's banner except for Mael, the unit I need the most. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Mael. He dodged me for a long time. I pulled him 4-6 on his original banner, and then I didn't pull an extra copy of him until Escanor's banner came out. I pulled one copy of him. Still not done with the second Escanor rotation, and now another festival. I'm expecting this one to be pretty skippable, but I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen the character just yet, but if it's a Catastrophes festival, I would imagine that it'll be like a Catastrophe-focused character. A lot of people don't actually invest into Catastrophes a lot. So I would be kind of... like, if it is like Catastrophe-focused, I would imagine a lot of people can probably skip it. Don't have enough gems for a festival. Well, hopefully the unit is pretty skippable, and then you'll just get free gems and stuff like that because like they typically give out good rewards for festivals, so that'll be kind of nice. But have to wait and see. Never had stream for anything skippable, to be honest. I mean, no, not necessarily. Like, Gother was completely skippable, and I mean, he was like a recent festival character. I think if you didn't care that much about humans, you could probably skip Arthur. I mean, it really just depends on the team that you play and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I know festival characters are like good, of course, and you kind of want to go for like festival units and everything. But if you're playing it smart and you just pick a specific team that you want to invest in, then I mean, you can skip other units as long as you're not trying to be like the best PvP player out there, I guess. Finally bringing back the crab boss. Let's go. Lamech is back. I haven't seen him in a while. Bring back my goat Roxy in the meta, please. She's a little squishy. I don't know if we'll see her in the meta or not. I mean, probably if this new character is going to be like Catastrophe focused, I 100% would expect it to be. You know, you'll probably see like, you know, people running Roxy as well. Because she's got good CC at the very least, as far as like Catastrophes go. Oh, the Summer Quest. Summer Quest is back. People won't skip the banner if they put Gelda in it, and this is Netmarble we're talking about. I mean, maybe, yeah. That is a... People do like Gelda. I don't know. I'm fine with my Gelda being 1/6 personally, so I wouldn't personally summon for that, but I know a lot of people might have had to skip her originally, so... I don't know. Summoning for one of the unfeatured characters, though, is never a smart call. Get paid Friday, so if she's good, then I might have to dig into the wallet a little. Oh, no. Time Dungeon Key's good. Yeah, honestly. A Time Hourglass is good. Overlord collab was also called skippable by the clickbait YouTubers. I mean, yeah. That was like you really needed to do like one rotation to grab Albedo because she was just so insane. But as far as like Ainz goes, I don't use Ainz basically at all. I don't use Shaltir basically at all. I know that some people use Shaltir for Ratatasker, but I haven't actually tried that setup. But yeah, the only person I really get any use out of that collab is maybe a little bit of Cocytus if there's like some sort of points team for like a final boss or something, and then Albedo is insane. So Gelda bikini outfit, let's go. I mean, it's possible they might end up, because it is Summer Quest. They might end up doing a new like set of summer outfits reveal and everything. Wish they'd make more revealing outfits for Roxy. I mean, she already has a few, so I mean, you got a couple to choose from, I think. Got Gelda at 300. You are go through at 600. That's actually nice. Not having to go the full rotation is always good. Give me Jillian's summer outfit. I don't think we'll be getting any new Jillian content. Is that Sabnak? It definitely looks like Sabnak. And it is a festival, because you can tell because they have the SSR costume locked at 900. Okay, so that pretty much, I mean, it was pretty much confirmed already, but that is definitely another factor leaning into it. Make a video on the best card sets? I mean, most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but maybe. Could be kind of nice to go over them. Makes Gelda bikini outfit, and all the free-to-plays will lose their swipe virginity. God. You just gotta be patient, Sammy. They love to do this. True Awakened Lilia. That would be a little funny, wouldn't it? Hope she's not good on the human team. I don't know. If they really want people to summon, she'll probably be for the human team, if I had to guess. Which is kind of crazy, considering humans are still like really good right now. Patiently waiting for most broken unit in the game to drop on this announcement. Oh no. It's I guess it's a possibility. Oh, it's her. What are we looking at Margaret for? 2024. Oh, is this like a card set? This has got to be the card set, right? Because these percentages are pretty low. That's typically what card sets do. Shocked many people are watching her right now. Yeah, I don't know. Just got here. What's going on, Chris? Woman. True indeed, woman. The 900 reward, it's the SSR outfit, because it's going to be a UR festival, if I had to guess. First UR that isn't part of the actual 7DS universe, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like I like a lot of the original content and stuff that they do. I'm not as big of a fan of Catastrophes as I am the Ragnarok stuff, just because I like the whole Norse mythology stuff that they do with the Ragnarok. But I'm okay with it. I mean, as long as it's a good unit, I really don't care who it is most of the time. Obviously, it's cool to see like underrepresented characters get good units and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Wonder why they don't make light or dark UR festivals. I don't know. They maybe will do that at some point, but I don't know. They did light and dark for a little while, for year 3, year 4, and then they kind of just got out of it for whatever reason. Okay, if I had to guess, they're probably showing it off really soon. Camilla, you are. Ain't no way they're still trying to edge us with the new unit. I know, dude. They're KR would have already shown the unit 6 times over at this point. Okay. Oh. It's not Sabnak, I don't think, unless she has different outfits. Oh, okay, she's cool. She's got like blue highlights in her hair. All right. Yeah, I don't think that's Sabnak. I think that's the other one. I don't know her name. No, a nice showcase of the voice lines. Oh, she's got like a avatar with her. That's kind of cool. I like that. There's Sabnak right there. Yeah, I think the headpiece makes the ticket look like it's going to be Sabnak though. Oh, it's a different character. Ooh, all right. I really like the red and black one. That was kind of sick. Looks like a Warframe. It kind of does, yeah. She's like Albedo. Looks like another female character. Every other female character. Yeah, they got a pretty common theme as far as like female character designs. Make it tripled. I swiped already. Oh no, they've got you. All they have to show is a woman, and you guys are folding. Oh no. Triple waifu my gems. There is no way they're doing a triple banner. My gems. New hell. Blue, green, and red at the same time. It's a different character. Each one of those are different characters, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be red to counter Escanor. Watch. Possibly. Honestly, it wouldn't be like terrible because people are still going to use Escanor 100%. Like, he's still good. He's still fantastic. And if they added like a decent red counter right now, okay. Camilla relic. It's a Ratatasker relic. What are they doing? What are they doing? There ain't no way you're trying to get people to fight Ratatasker for this relic. The newest Camilla that came out is a Knighthood boss unit. The other one is pretty bad. Like, really old and bad. I mean, I'll take it. I would like to be able to get use out of the Ratatasker relics that I'm farming for, but... Yikes. I mean, I need to see what it does, I guess, before I say yikes, but... Yeesh. I'm going to have to open up the 7DS Leaks Discord to see if people post it. Damn, they're quick. Increases the attack power and penetration rate, so pierce rate, of allies of unknown race with 4 or less special move gauge by 20%. Also, if you use a skill on an enemy turn, their attack-related abilities will be reduced by 5% for one turn. Is it like a backline? Like, is it like a sub-slot? I genuinely don't understand. Okay. Okay, so here's some of the quality of life upgrades. So they're adding... Not actually sure on this one. I don't know what this one is, but they're ×3 speed on some of the longer game modes. They talked about this in the, whatchamacallit, the dev notes. You can now automatically upgrade your cosmetics from any tier all the way to the maximum, which is kind of nice, I guess. You can open 15 cards now. Oh, well, I think it's more than 15. Yeah. They talked about that as well. It's just like, instead of opening 5 packs at a time, you can tell it how many packs you want to open, and it looks like it just shows them in 5s. Have 500 plus artifact. Yeah, I wouldn't want to open those 5 at a time. That would be a little annoying. That relic is cheeks. It doesn't sound great, but then again, I guess I maybe need a little bit better translation on that. I'm not 100% sure. The fact that it's a Ratatasker relic is crazy to me. That is wild. Not a fan of that, but... Rat without DK melee is eh. I mean, I use Zeldris instead of melee, but... I don't know. I see some people using UR Gother if they have him like high duped. Camilla does have some cheeks, God. Don't even need cards anymore. I've got so many from the World Tower. Yeah, the cards are kind of hit or miss. Like every once in a while, a decent card set will come out, and I'll have to use them to like upgrade the card set. But for the most part, I don't know. The cards are kind of hit or miss. Should have been a snake for the toilet unit. Yeah, honestly, I think making this a Ratatasker relic is a little crazy. First relic for Rata is Camilla for beginners. I don't know. Starts again that they bring all the new relics to the new boss. That makes no sense. Yeah, a lot of people are not going to be able to make this, and it doesn't sound great. So I don't know if you would want to go out of your way to make this with like as hard as Ratatasker is currently. I don't think people are going to want to like grind for this relic specifically. This is a bird relic. Yeah, it kind of maybe needs to be. I can see you, Herbert. Smashing Camilla now. What has happened to stream? I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I'm glad she's getting a relic, I guess, but I don't know. I need to see a little bit better translation of that. Oh, I think Kane might have translated it. Camilla relic information. Increases unknown allies' attack and pierce by 20%. Who has ultimate move gauge below 4. Also, the enemy that used skill at the enemy's turn gets attack-related stat reductions by 5%. Applies before usage of skill. I'm not sure on that. Like, I just don't understand what the use case is. I'm not quite understanding. Looks like a guild boss relic, if you ask me. The fact that it like lowers attack related though, maybe, because some of the bosses like get debuff immunity, right? Relic is fired. Don't lie to me, Arius. All right. Yep. Here it is. Sapnak. Dud's eyes are pretty cool. I like how she has like the rings in her eyes. Oh, that was cool. Ooh. Oh, they're giving her a bikini. I'm done. You guys are cooked. You guys are all summoning now. I can already feel it. God, she's got like a Melascula thing going on. This is the ultimate. It's kind of cool. She's got like a really interesting theme. Ooh, okay. So she's double AoE. Because that move definitely hit all 3 units. And then the other move was like a chomp. It reminds me of like the Chaos Arthur. Like AoE card. She does a domain expansion. It kind of looked like that, yeah. She has a Melascula tentacle. That's what I was thinking. It kind of reminds me of. That's a summon. Take my buddy. I'm done. You guys folded. You guys are folding. You guys are all like, all right, we're staying strong. We don't got gems. And then you folded. The fact that she's got the fact that she's got a bikini straight out of the gate is ridiculous. But I mean, I guess if it's a summer festival, what the hell? Hey, hey, hey. Best costume design. I regret summoning for Percival. Oh no. The current banner regrets are coming out. Okay, so they're giving her Academy Schoolgirl outfit. Really cool looking dark armor. And then like a female magician sort of outfit. Her regular UR costume is just a bikini. That is wild. I can't. This game's ridiculous. Oh man, they spent all their gems. Normally they have like 9,999. 77 KCC. Oh, okay, okay. The relic does look cool. That's the... Was that the red Camilla? I wasn't looking. Oh, that's cool. I actually like that. That's a cool Percival outfit. Oh, it has its own cut-in, too. Yeah, I like that. Get a little bird in his hair. Nice, nice, nice. Did she have a Unity? Interesting. Yeah, I like this set quite a bit. This set's actually super cool. It's got some good details in it. I like it. I like it. Hawk passes Percy. I would assume so, because they did say that they were delaying the Hawk Pass by a week. Don't like Percival. That's fair. That's fair. Not for everybody. Yeah, she definitely has a Unity. Somebody posted the picture of the banner part in the 70th Leaks Discord. That outfit's wild. I can't believe they did. They were like, okay, Summer Waifu is now a festival character. That's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Time to not simp. Okay. She is unknown. That is interesting. So she won't be for the human team, which I think is good. Human team's fine where it's at. If they make her an unknown / catastrophe buffer, like for both, maybe? Not too sure. We'll see. Might get 20 copies of her. That seems a bit excessive. Oh, the armor actually does look really good. Does look really nice. I like the little, like, the floating, like, wing things with the ribbons hanging off. The green accents are also really, really cool. Seek. She buffs unknowns. I'm cooked. Oh, no. That one actually looks a lot better on her than I thought it would, too. Like, from the preview, I wouldn't have really thought that I'd like that one as much. I need to see the headpieces, because I feel like I like her hair, I guess, but I would like to see, like, a shorter haircut. She got me acting up. Oh, God. Arius. What a great unit. Monster Energy armor. Dude, you're right. She's the mascot. Monster Energy in the game. They look wonderful. Okay, is that her SSR outfit? Because it actually looks really good too. I actually like it. Her weapons are a little plain. They kind of remind me of like Gother's weapons. They're just like little spirit bracelets. She, Helen, Fitoria with Nanashi backline. Turn 1 wipes. Yeah, maybe. Alright, the haircuts. Let me see them. What do we got? Okay, that one's actually kind of nice. Not sure about the sunglasses, to be honest. But it's actually kind of good. Without the headpiece, it really looks like a different character almost. Why does it look so similar? Like, it looks so familiar. Ooh, okay. I actually really like that one. That one's actually really nice. I kind of like that. I'm getting that. I bet you are, Konata. I bet you are. Ain't gonna max her, please be useful. Oh, no. Alright, gonna max her, please be useful. Oh, no. Okay. That one reminds me of, like, Demon Lilia. Or, like, the Awakened Lilia cosmetic. That one reminds me of Beatrice from the ReZero collab. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Chat don't like to talk about her hips. Oh, God. Everybody's falling in love with her. I've got more gems than the devs. 15. I really like that. That is a good comment. I am pinning that. Replace pinned comment. There you go. You're famous. $1.2k gems. I was saving up, man. Now it looks like I need to do 2 rotations. God, see, might be a little excessive. Yeah. That is. I think that's the hairstyle. I think that's the one that I'm gonna use. Maybe the sunglasses one. I did actually like the way the hair looked in the sunglasses one. All I know is she's 100% gonna have basic stat buff for unknowns and a million crit defense. Possibly. Free to play luck will save us. Don't worry, Nolad. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe. Looking pretty interesting. I want to see some gameplay though. She has a Unity, which is scary because she's a festival character. But we shall see, I guess. We'll see how pay to win it is. I somehow have less gems than them. Oh no. Okay, so she definitely has two AoE skills, which is very interesting. We haven't had a double AoE unit in a while, and depending on how hard she hits, she could be really good for farming. I know it's crazy that that's like the first thing my mind goes to, but double AoE units are pretty rare, and I like farming, so that is, I'm interested to see. 40 free tickets in a dream. Let's go. They are giving 40 free tickets. They did say they're giving out 150 gems as well, so I don't know. UR Festival. It's gonna be a gamble, I think, if you summon, but we'll see how it goes. I have 0 gems right now. I'm so cooked. Well, I mean, maybe she'll be a character that's a little specific for a team that you don't use or something. You can get away with skipping. Is she a free unit? She is definitely not a free unit, unfortunately. Hope it's 600. No, they've already shown the banner. It's a 900. Attributes red. Is it? Did they show that already? Yeah, well, it's right there. I'm done. Red is pretty interesting. That would help counter Escanor a little bit. I mean, depending. If she's double AoE, then I imagine her cards aren't going to hit like too hard. But maybe. Depending on what her passive does and her stats look like. New skill effects. Oh, interesting. Good to see. Good to see. Damn, inflation is real. It is. Gymflation, man. It's happening in your gacha games. Double crit and triple pierce skill. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the Melascula whip looking thing is actually very, very cool. Alright, there's the Unity. 13% and 5%, and I assume that's at max. So maybe not super crazy. I don't know. Maybe I won't need a whole lot of copies for that Unity, but possibly. I'm going to wait for Kane's translations, but this says the Unity is the attack-related abilities of allies to whom the Unity effect is applied increase by 13%, and the defense-related abilities decrease by 5%. Decrease? Huh? Huh. I don't know. Need to see that. -5 defense related is crazy. I've never seen a give and take like that. Because typically they don't, like when you have a character doing any stat manipulation, typically you're not lowering your own stats unless it's for like Scotty or something. Very interesting. The ultimate is pretty long as well. Gives all enemies a deepening mental breakdown effect, the chat right now, and gives yourself a 50% increase in attack-related abilities for 2 turns. Also, except for mental breakdown and mental breakdown deepening effects, removes any debuff effect on you and inflicts fatal damage to all enemies equal to 600% of attack power. While you are participating in battle, your basic stats will increase by 5% up to a maximum of 50% each time one illusion deepening or illusion is removed from the enemy. So, okay, Fatal is critical damage increased by 2 times. Huh. She's going to be doing some weird stuff with some new debuffs or something, I imagine. Not too sure on that. She's the big bad to save the unknowns, it looks like. Yeah, it's definitely seeming that way. Have to see the passive, maybe. She is quite interesting so far. Is this reverse Festarossa? Yeah, maybe. So the unity effect increases per ult level? Yeah, most of the time that's how it works. What is this? My god. At the start of the battle, grants a shield of Dark Shadow to yourself for 1 turn, and at the start of your ally's turn, if there are 2 or more enemies participating in battle, grant Illusion Deepening to the enemy with the lowest percentage of remaining HP and gives illusions to other enemies. Also, when you damage an enemy with a delusion effect, the illusion deepening and hallucinations applied to the enemy are removed. And when you deal damage with a dark shadow effect, you will be given 1 after effect for each enemy. When the maximum stack is reached, it will be canceled and give you a shield of dark shadow for 1 turn. There is so much going on in that. All of these are different effects. What is happening? That is crazy. Dark Shadow provokes the enemy, which is a taunt, reduces damage received by allies of unknown race by 20%, and additional reduces damage received by yourself by 30%. So she's going to be a taunt unit, and she's going to give a lot of damage reduction. That is definitely interesting. Deepening Illusion adds Mental Collapse Deepening effect when cancelled. Hallucination is adds Mental Collapse effect when cancelled. What am I reading? Deepening Mental Breakdown. Attack-related abilities minus 20%. If it is cancelled when you receive damage during the enemy's turn, when cancelled, gives the enemy a stun effect for 1 turn. Mental Collapse attack-related abilities minus 20% will be cancelled if damage is received during the enemy's turn, and when cancelled, use single or all target or all attack skills on that enemy for 1 turn. Adds impossibility effect. What am I reading right now? It's like a terrible Google Translate, but this is it's like tiny. Here, let me just save the image, and then I can just pull it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Here, just in case. Can't leak my stuff. Okay, so this is what I'm reading. I know it's kind of small on the screen, but after image is critical defense plus 20%, can be stacked up to 3 times. I don't know. This is so much. This is a character that I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm going to have to see the JP players use it first and kind of get used to it from that end, I guess. I have no idea. Don't do Google Translate. Do image to text and put it in Chat GPT. It's way more accurate, in my opinion. Oh, I'm not doing this. They're just posting this in the 70s Leaks Discord. So I don't translate it live anyway. Kane typically does like translations in the Discord, and I'll try to pull his up because his are normally a lot more accurate. Any relics? They did give Camilla a relic. Just getting Konata acting up again. Oh no. Waiting for translation. Yeah, that is a lot going on. They're still talking about it. Passive TLDR opens wallet. Yeah, no kidding. If it's got this much going on, it's either going to be really specific and terrible, or it's going to be really strong and super good. This must be what it feels like to get hit by Infinite Void. It probably. Explaining this passive for 5 minutes. I know. What a passive. That's crazy. That's actually wild. And we're officially an hour into the stream as well. It took them so long to get to this, and there's so much to go over. Wonder why they made her red. I don't know. I assume to help combat Escanor a little bit, because she's probably going to go on to the unknown team. Did we see the banner? They showed like a glimpse of her banner, but they didn't show like who's in it or anything. You typically see like maybe a little bit of a glimpse of like some of the characters, but until we get the patch notes, we won't see the full banner itself. Spent all my gems, unfortunately. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that boat. 153 viewers. I know. The stream's doing well. Escanor, Arthur, Percy are green. Yeah, exactly. I think which is kind of weird because the Sins team to me is more relevant. Like I see more Sins teams personally. So the human team, I mean, it's good, yeah, but countering that one is a little interesting to me. Gonna be a monster if her passive it works everywhere. Yeah, I actually don't know about that either. They're gonna showcase her badly again as usual. Maybe. Gilda and Arthur must be in this banner. I don't know about all that. We'll see though. Just joined. What's the overview of this unit? I cannot give you one. She is really complicated, it seems. She seems interesting. She's an unknown red UR festival character. That's about all I can tell you. Double AoE. The passive is ridiculously long with a ton of new effects that I have no idea what they're doing, so... We ain't gonna see green Escanor for a while. Nah, I think Escanor's still gonna do just fine. Escanor's like super popular. Like everybody's saying, a lot of people don't have gems to summon on this banner anyway, so I don't know how like relevant she'll be unless people just like go out of their way to spend money, I guess, to get her. She gives her opponents a mental breakdown. That is the basics of what I have gleaned from the passive. Konata, you're banned. You're in timeout from that. That comment, two down bad. Albedo Futoria, new character, and Nanashi and sub. It seems like it would be a really good option, honestly. Double AoE, biggest counter for Aldrin. That is true. Gotta be careful with a double AoE. Get her at the 150 mark, free to play. There you go. Have some confidence in it. Give me all the mental breakdowns she wants. I'm done. You guys are down bad already. Nanashi needs a replacement in CC so bad. It is really bad. We shall see. I don't know if we'll ever get like a good replacement for him because he's like his stat boosting and stuff is so good. I think they kind of want the unknown team to be more of like a go second kind of team though. So I don't know. She seems to be doing stuff on the enemy's turn as well from the small bit of the passive that I get. So I don't know. If she is like a going second kind of character, I think that'll be really good because Escanor's obviously got insane CC. The Sins team goes crazy. So I think if you're able to comfortably go second with her, it'll be fantastic because the meta's really CC driven right now, and she could be like a good answer to that. Never go first with unknowns anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sins team will always out CC or demons. That's very true. It's very true. Arius says, I'm down horrendous. I understand. She casually gives herself 50% damage reduction just for existing. I know. And she's got a taunt. I don't know how you get the taunt to work yet, but... Okay. Interesting teams. They're using Gother on one with Tyr also, which is kind of odd. And then they're using stat-boosting Halloween Merlin on the other with Hell. Okay. And the Hell team's going second. And she's double AoE, which means she's going to be putting a lot of stacks on herself. Hell actually could be an interesting counter to that. Like, I don't think she's doing any sort of, like, debuff removal, but I could be wrong. So, I don't know. Maybe she'll just put too many stacks on herself, and then she'll just, like, even though you have good damage reduction, like, I mean, you're not going to get through the fact that you just lost a bunch of your HP, you know? Okay, so there's the Dark Shield. AoE. Okay, damage is a little low. I'm assuming it's more about the debuff though. God. Okay. I mean, it wasn't like crazy. Ooh. Okay. So he cleansed off the hell debuffs. Interesting. He did not pull any Sabnak cards, so that's kind of interesting. He doesn't have to worry about using his AoEs because the other guy doesn't have hell, so he can seal AoEs here, and then Tyr won't be able to retaliate from this. Very interesting. Level 1 Escanor AoE. Why stun? Yeah, she does have a stun. I don't really understand how it works yet, but she's got a lot going for her. Like, her kit is pretty big. Still wouldn't play it with Gother. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Gother. Because, like, I don't know. Gother, like, just doesn't work. I mean, whatchamacallit? The rank up is obviously really strong, but his kit really just doesn't work as well with unknowns. Okay. Sabnak AoE. Pretty good. That throws the debuff on. Sealing AoEs again, because he pulled that extra card on turn 1. So Tyr's not going to be able to do anything here. Hell AoE. Okay. I mean, Sabnak, I mean, she's taking the least amount of damage, it looks like, but she's not, like, tanking crazy. So, I mean, her damage reduction, I don't know. It's hard to say because they're also fighting another Sabnak. So I don't know how well she is doing against herself kind of thing. I'm like, it's a little difficult for me to gauge this situation. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Nice, he actually was able to get that off. So after he kills Merlin... Wait, after you kill Merlin, does it get rid of that AoE disable? Getting one shot by DK melee? Maybe. And the fact that she puts on a debuff and stuff does make DK melee a little bit more interesting because it's going to play into his passive. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so it's kind of an even match. Hell lifestealed a lot there. I think the Hell team probably takes it, but maybe not. AoE, which they're both AoEs, so the debuff card first, I guess. Does this one also debuff, though? Or maybe it's her passive applying debuffs. I don't think either of her cards are actually a debuff card. Okay, ranked up to cleanse. Gother has ultimate, but he's really low. Huh. Damage doesn't look very impressive, to be fair. They should have showcased against something other than her, so we know if they're tanky or deal no damage. I think I agree with that 100%, because, like, Sabnak versus Sabnak, I don't know how much damage she's typically doing. Like, I mean, I guess I can gauge a little bit off the other characters on the team, but I don't know. It's a little odd. I would have liked to have seen it against, like, a more meta team, maybe. This ultimate slaps, so... I figured the Hell team might have had it there, actually. Oh, she's got 1,000 revives. What am I watching? Yeah, that's a good question. She doesn't seem to be a DPS. She definitely seems a little bit more supporty. You're kind of like using her debuffs and everything, and then she tanks. Like, she puts up a little shield and she taunts, I think, as well. So... Alright, triple AoE, Hell dies. Okay, interesting. Tested before the stream and Escanor one hit AoE one hit, so they don't want to show that. It's possible. It is very possible. I do think Escanor is still going to be like good. It's a 900 banner. Gonna summon for her. I'm gonna see how good she is in PvE. I don't know about PvP. Yeah, I think PvP or PvE stuff could be very interesting. I'm not too sure yet. They know if they showcase Escador, it would be a one shot. Yeah, possibly. Easy skip for free to plays. I think it does look kind of skippable. I guess it just depends on if you're like really into the unknown team or not, though. Stuns and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, she definitely has a lot going for her passive. I guess it just depends on how well it plays against the meta teams, though. Hell just did no damage with the 4 stacks of her passive. Her defense capabilities could be, or could just be that good. Can keep on coping. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. I'm sure, like, whenever this comes out tomorrow on JP and KR and everything, I'm interested to see some, like, actual gameplay from regular players. Both teams don't use Tarmiel Link to not disable her. Oh, really? They weren't running Tarmiel Link? That's crazy. Because it seems like because she's the tank and everything, or like they're going to target her, you'd either want it on her, or maybe if you're running Hell, you could put it on Hell. New double AoE unit for Coin Dungeon. Let's go. True. She might make Albedo super tanky. Yeah, possibly. Pure disappointment. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe maybe there's some other cool like team setups and stuff you can come up with for her though as well. She is unknown, yeah. Maybe it's for one turn like Albedo and Tyr. I think maybe. They haven't shown the banner yet, Rick. Or CK. I'm not sure. Disappointed. Oh, come on. First impression is mid-unit, but that might change tomorrow. Yeah, I want to see some actual gameplay of her first before I try to make my mind up or anything on it. But, I mean, it kind of seems like it's skippable, which is good because, I mean, like I said, a lot of people are probably not going to want to summon right now. So, okay. Demon King, LR Liz, Summer Margaret, and Tyr are their advertising units here. That is interesting. That match really didn't tell us much of anything. Still goes, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that either. The showcase was mid as always. Should show her in a good team against a meta. Yeah, I think so as well. Seems like no Gelda on the banner. Yeah, I feel like that would be a character that they would kind of like want to advertise on it, but I guess we'll just have to wait for the patch notes for that. Those hips are unskippable. There you go. The silver lining. Thank goodness no Gelda. Don't want to summon on her. That's fair. That's fair. Demon King again. Yeah, Demon King's a bit of an odd choice, I gotta say. I mean, he's a bit older, so it's easy to just kind of throw him into a banner, I guess, but I don't know. Might be skipping. That's fair. That's fair. I need to see the patch notes and everything when they come out so I can see the banner and everything. Pull till 300, not more. That's maybe a decent call as well. Because, I mean, they're going to give out free tickets. They're giving out a couple of free gyms and everything like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh boy. Kane has put up his translations, I think. Oh my god. Yep. That is a lot. They just chatting it up. Nightmare Sabnak. Passive, Shadow of the Darkness. At the start of the battle, apply Shadow Shield for 1 turn to the unit. At the start of the ally's turn, when the number of enemies present in the battlefield is over 2, apply Deepening Illusion to the enemy with the lowest HP ratioed from their max HP, and apply Illusion to the other enemies. When the unit attacks the enemy with Delusion effect... Okay, free gems. The enemy with delusion effect removes all deepening illusion or illusion applied to the enemy. Also, when the unit attacks the enemy with dark shadow effect, apply remnant to the unit for every enemy damaged by dark shadow effect. And when the unit gets max stack of remnant, apply shadow shield for 1 turn. My God. I cannot understand this passive, dude. Shadow shield taunts the enemy, decreases unknown allies' damage taken by 20%, extra 30% damage reduction to the unit. The shield definitely seemed like it was kind of easy for them to get through in the showcase, so maybe the shield isn't going to be like too crazy. But at the beginning of the turn, it seems like she gets the shadow shield, and then they'll just have to attack her for the first card or use an AOE first. So I don't think it's like crazy. Deepening illusion. When removed, apply deepening mental breakdown. Okay. Illusion is when removed, apply mental breakdown. Okay. So what? One unit with the lowest HP gets deepening illusion, which means they're going to get the deepening mental breakdown skill or debuff. Everybody else gets regular illusion, which goes into regular mental breakdown. Okay. I'm kind of piecing it together here. Deepening mental breakdown, so the lowest HP unit is going to get minus 20% attack-related stats, effect removed when damaged by enemies at the enemy's turn, and when removed, stuns the unit for 1 turn. So that's why Tyr got stunned. Regular mental breakdown. Okay. I'll take those Super Awakening coins. Regular mental breakdown is minus 20% attack-related stats. Effect removed when damaged by enemies at the enemy's turn, and when removed, seals single target skills. Seals single target or AOE skills for 1 turn. Huh? And that's for the other 2 units. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say I think I remember the Hell team having a couple of cards sort of like sealed. Interesting. And then Remnant is critical defense plus 20%, max stack of 3. So she can have up to 60% crit defense. The Bond, or the Unity, is Trauma of the Remnant. Increases the unit with Bond's attack related stats by 13% and decreases defense related stats by 5%. Scales from the ultimate level. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of this Unity. I think Roxy gives 10% attack related on her max unity, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, it's kind of better than that one, of course. But the defense related lower is very, very interesting. What am I looking at? Okay. Nothing crazy. Skill 1 is Evil Touch. Inflict delusion damage by 250% of attack on all enemies. Delusion is critical chance times 2 for every deepening illusion or illusion applied to the enemy, which should be all the time, right? Apply. Yeah, at the start of the battle, right? At the start of the ally's turn, when the number of enemies present on the battlefield is 2, apply those debuffs. Okay, so as long as there's more than 2 characters on the field, they're already going to have the deepening illusion or illusion applied to the enemy. So you're doing 2 times crit chance for every deepening illusion. Okay. And then increases critical damage by 50% when using a skill. So that, I think, is going to be like the DPS card. And then Biting Shadow is inflict dark shadow damage by a 300% of attack on all enemies. Dark Shadow is Pierce rate times 3 when attacking enemy with deepening mental breakdown or mental breakdown applied. Increases attack-related stats by 40% when using a skill. For every dead enemy, increases damage by 20%. So maybe that's the DPS card? I think Evil Touch is the card that they were using first. Which is, I think that makes some sense. When the unit attacks the enemy with delusion effect. Okay, yeah, so you definitely want to use Evil Touch first, because you get rid of... You hit them with delusion, you get rid of their illusion stacks, you give them the mental breakdown stacks instead, so you hit them with this card second. I'm piecing it together. Ultimate is True Nightmare. Apply deepening mental breakdown to all enemies and increase the unit's attack-related stats by 50% for 2 turns. Also removes all debuff effects applied to the unit except deep mental breakdown and mental breakdown, and inflicts spike damage by 60% or 600% of attack on all enemies. When the unit is on the battlefield, for every deepening illusion or illusion removed from the enemy, increases the unit's basic stats by 5%, max of 50%. Okay, so when you use skill 1 with delusion to get rid of their illusion stacks, you're going to gain basic stats for doing so. So she's going to get tankier as the match goes on, and she'll gain... I mean, if you hit all 3 enemies, that's going to get rid of their illusion stacks, which means you're going to get 15% basic stats per turn if you can continue to hit them with delusion skills. So that is a lot. It sounds very interesting. Now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't seem nearly as complex, but there's definitely a lot going on here. It's basically just like she goes out onto the field. When she has her shield up, she has a taunt going. She already has damage reduction and everything built into her kit, I think. Or wait, no, I think that's with the shield active. But she's immediately going to apply the illusion and deepening illusions onto the enemy. You use the first skill to get rid of those and apply the mental breakdown debuffs instead. And then while they have those on, you use the second skill to do big damage. Where does Remnant come into play? Apply Remnant to the unit for every enemy damaged by Dark Shadow effect. So that's the second skill. And when the unit gets max stacks of Remnant, apply Shadow Shield for 1 turn. Oh, okay. So you use the first skill. It's going to set you up to use the second skill. And then once you use the second skill, it's going to give you, I assume, all 3 stacks of Remnant, which is 20% critical defense, and it's going to give you the shield. Enemy damage by Dark Shadow effect. When the unit gets max stacks of Remnant, apply Shadow Shield for 1 turn. Okay, so you refresh the shield like that. Okay, actually, yeah, that makes sense, because you only get the shield turn 1. Like at the start of the battle, she has Shadow Shield. To reapply it, you're going to have to do the combo. Okay. I'm learning. I think I'm getting it. So in other words, open wallet, spin gems. Got it. Exactly. That is that is the gimmick. All right, they're doing some sort of quiz. I don't know what they're doing. But she seems pretty interesting. I don't know if she's like a must summon or anything yet. I definitely still need to see performance. But I'm understanding how she works now. This is why you don't do drugs, kids. You might end up creating stuff like this. And the cycle repeats. That it does, that it does. One of the devs made their Toxic Exa unit. Damn, that is true. Her passive should be like, I'm just a girl. Yeah, there it is. Make it something simple. Detective knowledge. I think I've got a decent understanding, actually. I think with that translation, I'm a lot more confident in what she's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, like, I'll probably forget some of the stuff whenever I'm using the character, because it's like, where is it? Right around here somewhere. The part where, like, what is up with Twigo? Start of the ally, when the number of enemies present on the battlefield is over 2, apply Deepening Illusion. So they won't even get Deepening Illusion if you kill 2 of their enemies and they're down to 2. But then again, at that point, it's going to be, like, I would imagine pretty much a GG, and she's probably built up a decent amount of basic stats by that point, so look forward to your 1-hour video explaining the unit. Yeah, it's it's a lot. There's, like, I typically do, like, the chapters or whatever in the videos. I can already tell that the chapter in the live stream recap is going to be quite big for going over the unit. The mental breakdown. Yeah, it's coming. Basically just made Trader Melee a rip-off DK Melee. Maybe. Her passive can be refreshed every turn, so she is a Zahard, but way better. Yeah, it seems like well, the shield and everything is what really gets reapplied, I guess. But I mean, yeah, she's technically like she's putting the illusion stacks and stuff like that on the enemy each turn as well, as long as there are two or more enemies, or no, as long as there's more than two enemies. I'm not sewing for this waifu. That is completely fair. She's definitely. I don't think she's going to be like the go-to unit for everybody. She's definitely interesting though. Got 0 gems, but I'll get her on the first multi. Being lucky is just a mindset. That honestly, I commend that. I hope you get her too. Knowledge is learning. I remember when you read Escanor and you're so confused you graduated to professor. This one is honestly, as far as like the different language barrier and everything, kind of like messing me up a little bit because sometimes the translations can be a little rough. This one actually seems pretty understandable. Like once you kind of like piece it together and like draw the lines between them, maybe. I will wait until you show her and decide then if I want to pull for 900. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, yeah, that's a completely reasonable mindset to have. You want to see the character in action. I'll definitely test her out, kind of give my opinions and everything on the character. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit late to it because the JP creators get her tomorrow, but I'm interested. I think that I mean, even if she's going to be a character that like a lot of people are like, like who cares? Like I can skip. At least she's interesting enough to where I can get some fun sort of like videos out of it, hopefully. So we'll see. Basically in a Genjutsu at Infinite Void. Got it. Yeah, basically. 6 new Twigo units? We could only wish. DK Melly Clinton's going crazy. God, don't remind me. And she's typed disadvantage to Melly as well, which is unfortunate. Hearing all this mental breakdown and PTSD makes me miss her. Passive name should be My Toxic Egg. Yeah, maybe. That would be kind of fitting, maybe. Have no idea what her skills do, but I can already tell she wants to talk to the manager. She does seem kind of like a diva, you know? Maybe. She seems cool, though. I like her. I like her design. Her kit is very, very interesting. Once I get my hands on it and, like, use the kit, I can't really say too much about it just yet, but it seems cool. I actually really like it. I'm kind of hoping the patch notes come out at 8:30 so we don't have to wait super long because they're just, like, laughing it up with the quiz, but kind of weird. Color is green, but the attribute is red. Yeah, that is kind of odd. But, I mean, that happens. Oh. Want my hands on her, too. I can't with y'all. Y'all are too down bad for this. Stopped playing for a few months, so I don't have Gelda, Arthur, or Gother. I hope the Gelda's in this banner. It doesn't seem like it. I feel like they would have put her in the little preview, but not too sure. Definitely a her. She does seem like a very cool unit. I'm intrigued. I think that's kind of where I'm sitting with it. Like, she doesn't seem like overly broken or anything. Then again, their showcase was very odd, putting her against herself. But definitely interesting. Oh my god, it's Rigatoni. What's going on, Tony? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. Don't do drugs while working. 2 big reasons to summon. Predictable with you guys. Rigatoni come back for this banner. God, we can only hope. I'll do dual summons with Tony if he summons. Interested to see how she works out. I'm interested to see some team comps that people come up with as well. Because, I mean, they did use 2 completely different teams. Surprisingly, the tier team won, which I thought was interesting. But then again, I don't know. Could be a little counterplay there. Most broken unit or most disappointing unit on YouTube's thumbnail? God, maybe. Dual summons with Tony. That's a dream come true. Yeah, I don't think Tony has his account anymore, unfortunately, so it probably will never happen, but Tony's a good dude. 7 reasons. Y'all are just making up reasons at this point. Tony, you can summon on my account for free. True. Don't worry about it, Amina. That is chat in a nutshell. Her JPEG art is quite nice. She does look good. She does look good. Rigatoni can summon my 15 gems for real. What is that? Five singles. You can get her in 5 singles, I believe. 6-6 immediately. That's only 5-6 at best. Get Seaton back as well. I think Seaton has completely moved on, unfortunately. I don't even know if he's keeping up with the game anymore at this point. Like, I know there for a while he was like commenting on some of the stuff that was happening in game, but I don't think he's keeping up with it anymore. All right, well, now it is a waiting game. I kind of want to look at the PvP a little bit more just to see how things go down. Dev notes in 30 minutes for real. Only simping for you, is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate that. Seaton's got a big boy job. Seaton doing bigger and better things now. I think he's trying to make his own game. I think he is, actually, because I think I seen something on Twitter the other day saying that he had like a big project coming up that he wanted to share more information about. So he seems to be doing something interesting. 10 reasons to simp for Dylan. True. All right, so he removes the illusions. He now has mental breakdown. He attacks with the mental breakdown. It does really good damage because he attacked with the mental breakdown effects on, and he removed them. Or I don't know if it removes them, actually. I don't think it does. Does it remove them? For every dead enemy increases. No, I don't think it removes them. When attacking enemies with. Okay, so because he attacked them, he gets his remnant stacks, which means his shield refreshes. What's going on, Leviathan? So he actually doesn't break the shield with the first card that he used, and then the second card does break the shield. You can see his single targets. No. Oh, no. Okay, so Hell is just stunned outright. Single targets are sealed, so Merlin's single target is sealed. And because Hell is stunned here, because she had the lowest HP, how does she have the lowest HP over Merlin? Either way, she apparently had the lowest HP ratio. So she had the deepening illusion on, which means that she's the one that got deepening mental breakdown. Where does the stun come into play? I don't actually remember reading where the stun was at. No. Okay, so deepening mental breakdown, because she was the one with deepening illusion, they remove that. It applies deepening mental breakdown, which means that she's minus 20% attack-related stats, effect removed when damaged by enemies using effect removed when damaged by enemies at the enemy's turn, and when removed, stuns the unit for 1 turn. Okay, so that's why she's stunned. They sealed the single targets because regular mental breakdown is effect removed when damaged by enemies at the start or at the enemy's turn, and when removed, seals single targets or AoE skills for 1 turn. So it's like a 50-50, which is interesting. So the Merlin and the Sabnak on the enemy team had the regular mental breakdown. Such a weird name for all of these stuff. So does break the shield, I think. No, she still has the shield. Maybe I think the shield is just a buff. Okay, so the shield is gone. It only lasts for 1 turn, I think. But if she were to combo again here, she would get the shield back. So the Gother team will not be able to apply the shield, which is right. She doesn't have the shield on. Okay, she's using the first skill, which is going to give them mental breakdown, because this is the first skill, Evil Touch. So that removes all of their illusion effects, puts the mental breakdown stacks on. Seals the AoEs. Stuns the tier. Doesn't... Oh, okay. I was like, how did Tyr end up getting his level 3 AoE off? He upgrades the Tyr, which gets rid of his stun, and then it just gets rid of all the debuffs. It cleanses him off, and then throws that level 3 out. Okay. I wasn't paying too much attention of like what skills they were actually using. I was trying to see what was going on with Sabnak's passive. That was a lot of damage, though. Good damage. Tyr doing pretty alright there. Unlimited sealing. There is kind of a lot of like, you either seal their AoEs or their single targets on 2 units. The other unit gets stunned. I don't know. It's a lot. It's kind of crazy. She took way too long to make good damage. That is true. She's definitely like a slow burn kind of character. Like, takes a minute to sort of build up, maybe. Because she is gaining, not that skill, but the other skill, Evil Touch, the one that like the tentacle, like tendril things, like, you know, stab into the enemies. That one is the one where she's removing the illusions, which I think is giving her the basic stats. Right? Basic stats. Oh no, the basic stat increase is part of her passive as well, or it's part of her ultimate. So that means it's probably going to scale with ultimate level, which is not good. Yeah, so whenever the illusion stacks are removed, she gains basic stats. So using the Evil Touch skill is what you're going to be wanting to spam if they have it. Patch notes around now? Alright. Good to hear. I'm sure everyone's flocking to it, so it's probably going to take a minute to load. I feel like I've got a pretty good understanding of what's going on. At least, I think. I don't know what's happening. I need an esports commentator telling me what's happening. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you needed one, because it's a bit much. Let's be clear. She kind of be going crazy. Ooh, this art's gonna look good. I need to see that banner. All right, so you have regular Lilia on the right, and then you have Sabnak, and then the other two. I don't know the other two's names, so interesting, very interesting. Have they posted the banner yet? They have. Okay. Since mine is going to take a minute to load, they posted the banner. Demon King Old Light Elizabeth, which is not very good. Festival Diane, Purgatory Meliodas, Berserk Estarossa, Infinity Merlin. And then you have a ton of seasonal characters in here. I guess that makes sense. I think, as far as festival banners go, this is not great. Unless you just need seasonals, maybe, or you just want Sabnak, for example. So I think it's very reasonable if you wanted to skip this one. I think you can get away with that. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So that's at least somewhat nice. Scaling. That's the Unity. What is this 0? What is the text? The scaling is interesting. So she's another unit where whatever 1/6 is definitely not as good, whereas 2/6 has some sort of effect on it. The 50% is... Oh, so the basic stats... Oh, that's so unfortunate. The basic stats at level 6 go up to 50%. But at 1/6 or 2/6, you go from 10% to 15%. So if you're a 2/6 and you use your evil touch skill to get illusions gone and add mental breakdown, you're gonna max out your basic stat capabilities with one skill if you're 1 or 2/6, which is not so good. The scaling on the Unity actually seems pretty minimal, which is maybe okay. I'm actually okay with that. I mean, 8% at level 1 is fine. I don't really care too much about... I mean, we'll see how many dupes we get of her, but I'm probably not going to do... Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll do more than one rotation, but probably not. I don't know. I don't know what's coming after this, so I'm kind of scared. But the scaling is a little cringe, maybe. They typically are for festival units, though. All the costumes are cool, of course. New card set, new Camilla relic. It does work in the back line. I don't know if they're trying to make her into like an unknown backliner. That is very interesting. What were the translations for her thing? Increases unknown allies' attack and pierce by 20% who has ultimate move gauge below 4. Also, the enemy that used a skill at the enemy's turn gets attack-related stat reduction by 5%. There's no way I would replace this with Nanashi. Like, Nanashi's... like, what, 30% basic stat increase? That you ain't replacing that. Ain't no way. New bundles and stuff. That's cool, I guess. New weekly bundle. That's nice, I guess. I'm not buying that. It doesn't have an hourglass in it. Okay, so the login event, you get the multis days 1 and 2. The rest of it's gems, so that's nice. The special missions give you another multi, so that's the 40 tickets right there. There's another boosting event or blessings event. Oh no, it's... My images. If her walking animation is good, I'll wail for real. Oh god. Simple man. I appreciate that, maybe. Okay. Rewards and stuff seem pretty typical. This is the summer quest line event thing. Looks like you'll get some boxes and stuff from this event as well. Where do you get these boxes at? Because this one's like, okay, it's got some holy relic materials, but other stuff as well. They did these not too long ago. New battle events, it seems. As well as summer battle event? Summer event? Okay. Lamech is back. Oh, it's a world boss, I think. Right? They're doing Lamech as a world boss? Because, like, we have the 15%, 30%. It's going to be like a community effort thing, which I actually really like. So, like, as the community fights the boss, we're going to increase the gauge, and we get rewards at certain parts of the gauge. So if we 100% it, which we will, just depends on how long it'll take, we'll get 30 gems, which is nice. You get an extra hourglass and a couple of other really good rewards. I actually really like that. I love that. Cannot wait to one-turn the crab solo this time. Honestly, you might be able to. Unless they buffed him or something like that, he's probably going to be pretty simple. Okay, they're putting the Lamech the trading card in the shop. You get 10 LR seals, which is kind of nice. A couple of other pretty decent rewards. A couple of seasonal costumes there. The Fort Solgris boosting event, you're going to get the small boxes, which these are the ones that have gems in them, so that's good, I guess. Summer Tavern cosmetics. I was kind of hoping we would get some new cosmetics for whatchamacallit. the Percival Tavern, but maybe was wishful thinking. Bringing back summer costumes, that is all pretty typical. I guess you can buy those if you want to. I know people wanted the Roxy one but couldn't because it was for gyms only, or it was for money only, and it does not seem like it's going to be for gyms either this time, which is very stupid. Payback event, so you get Sabnak's SSR costume at 900. King trading events, fine. Boosting events are fine. New Hawk Pass with that Percival outfit, so that's pretty cool as well. Bringing back some other small stuff. 2 new battle events. Times 5 speed on using anvils. That's actually kind of cool. Times 3 speed for, I think this was what? Labyrinth, Heroes Arena, Demonic Beasts, and it was one other thing. I can't remember. What's going on, Kiyu? Welcome, welcome. You can now open up to 100 card packs. No, he's only got 100, so you can just open like a bunch of card packs, so that's kind of nice. What is this? Oh, the new debuff thing. So you can now see, like, you get more information on like debuffs and everything, which is kind of nice. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. It puts them in like a much easier to read layout. So that's good. I like that, actually. There's now a button to separate hell and normal. That's a little bit more visible, I guess. So that's good as well. Not sure what this one's talking about. With it on or off, maybe? You can now filter by LRs, so that's cool. You can now upgrade costumes all the way. Oh, you can now awaken to certain levels, which that's fine, I guess. You now see the basic stat in a meter, like in a gauge, instead of it just being a number, so that way you can actually see how good it is. I do like that. Not sure what this one is. And then 10 and 11. This looks like a lot of bug fixes. The Escanor costume's getting added, and then... Is that Heroes Arena? Do we have one more week of Heroes Arena? I'm actually not sure. No Escanor costume in the Hawk Pass. Yeah, they're doing Percival, it seems like. I would have kind of expected it to be Escanor, to be honest, but maybe not. Saved 5 points for nothing. That is unfortunate, actually. Okay, so she does work everywhere, so that passive works everywhere. I'm assuming they're probably going to update some like debuff immunities and stuff. Which actually, I think her buffs are red anyway, or her debuffs. So, I mean, I feel like most enemies are probably not going to be able to have that on anyway. Plus, like, it only works if they have 2 or if they have more than 2 enemies on the field, which Ratatasker might work. I don't think it would be ideal, obviously, like not good, but very interesting stuff here. Did this translate? Oh man, what a translation. What is her Unity Link effect? The translation for it is... Let's see. Increases the unit with this bond's attack-related stats by 13%. It starts at 8% at 1/6. And decreases defense-related stats by 5%. Scales with ultimate level. So the decrease in defense-related is very, very bizarre to me. But... I don't know, kind of like a give and take, I guess. Okay, it did translate the page this time, so... What were 10 and 11? Improve the character's alignment. Save function on the team formation screen. Oh, okay, that's fine. Improved pack shop pop-up. Improve the display of the daily bonus pop-up in the pack. Oh, that's fantastic, actually. It was really annoying. Every time you would load the game up, it would be like, oh my god, check the pack shop. There's one free UR treasure chest that you can get. Like, please leave me alone. Fixed issues. Lots of issues. Glad they're being fixed, though. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there is going to be one more week of Heroes Arena. So Sabnak is going to be the booster unit, which is kind of crazy to think about. And then... Oh, special characters completed for Escanor and Percival. So they're done? They're out? They're not seasonal or special anymore? Wait, no, special character. So they're still seasonal. Okay, so that's fine, I guess. I mean, even if you can just do it on Monday, get the boost from these two, and then you could potentially just save the third tower for Tuesday when the update comes out, and then get the Sabnak boost. So, not a huge deal. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much it from me as far as the stream goes. I'm going to put together a highlights video and everything for the stream, just for the people who missed it. And if you weren't here maybe, or you just want a recap of the whole thing, it will be out in a little bit. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys were interested in the new unit and stuff like that. I have no idea. It's looking kind of interesting. I'm not 100% sold on it just yet, but we shall see. So either way, thank you guys for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate it. We shall see how it works out tomorrow with some actual gameplay and everything like that. So